We the boys. We the boys. We the boys. Oh my God. You know what? We suck, man. We suck. We suck so bad. You know, we sitting here and we got Mike McCarthy talking about practice. Not the game. Not the game. Not the game. We sitting here talking about practice and how we got to execute better. Okay? Looking about as stupid as we can be. We got Jerry Jones first saying we couldn't afford Derrick Henry. We couldn't afford Derrick Henry. We got Stephen Jones talking about how much we like our guys. We like our guys and we believe in these guys. That's not to say that our guys aren't, bad players. But I'm going to say I don't believe that we have the caliber of talent that other teams have. And, if your whole thing is Dak Prescott has to elevate those players that are on the field to make them good enough to win and so on, and that's all it should take, then please explain to me why other teams that are good teams, are out there trying to stockpile talent. We hear it's Howie time of year right now because Howie, of course, is out there trying to get some more players and things, right? You got the Baltimore Ravens that literally mollywopped us, kicked our teeth in, and literally made us scream for our mamas. That team that's playing great since its first 0-2 start, they're not sitting around saying we believe in our guys. They're not sitting around saying we can't afford somebody. They're not sitting around saying, we got what it takes. No. They're out there making deals and making moves. And I'm going to ask you a question here because they just traded with the Carolina Panthers for Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, who's had 50 targets and has come down with, I believe, 30 passes for about 357 yards, 3 TDs, and 11.9 yards. They traded. This is where it gets sick. Baltimore sends a 5th-round pick to the Carolina Panthers in return for Deontay Johnson and a 6th-round pick. On a team that's loaded. I want you to understand, first of all, they have Lamar Jackson. And if your theory was correct that, it's only the quarterback is the only thing you need, then you have to look at them also having Zay Flowers. And you'll remember the guy we couldn't afford, Derrick Henry, he's on that roster, who's on a historic pace right now. He is close to having 2,000 yards, to be only, I think, the second man to have 2,000-yard seasons. And if he has a couple of games that are a little bit better, could beat the all-time record of 2,103 yards. Okay? Add to that tight end Mark Andrews. Add to that Isaiah Likely. Now, this is what I always envisioned the Dallas Cowboys offense being. Pick your poison. Great running game with Henry and Lamar Jackson and weapons across the field. See, here's the difference, friends. While we have Jerry Jones, who's literally bullshitting us and telling us we believe in our guys. Okay, Jalen Tolbert, he's a nice guy and everything else. I'm going to put this out here. You know how many guys we have on our roster right now that have 30 or more catches? 2. Amari Cooper has 45, and Jake Ferguson has 31. The other guys combined don't have 30 receptions. Let me put it another way here. How many people on our roster have over 357 yards receiving? CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will snow job you and say, we can't afford. We believe in our draft picks, where our draft picks ain't doing shit no more. They ain't. They ain't. I was going to do a video, and I'll probably do it a little bit later, just looking at the wasteland of second round draft picks. You cannot blame the quarterback solely. You cannot blame the coach solely if they're not given the tools to succeed. I'm going to tell you, I'm old school, okay? And I'm going to say that the first roof that I remember putting on, I put on for my mom, which is still on, back when I was a teenager. And I remember using a hammer and roofing nails. It worked. Roof's still there today. As I did these other buildings over here, oh, it was nice because I had a pneumatic roofing nail gun. But you had to have a compressor, and you had to have a hose that's draped on up, and you had to listen to that hose. I mean, the compressor going off all the time. You know, and of course, you got this hose that's strapped to you. When we started doing this roof over here, this roof up here, okay, we had to redo all this roofs over here. My man here, he's like Superfly walking around here like Spider-Man and shit. That's cool because his ass is up there instead of me being up there because of my bad knees and things. We spent some money, about $300 and some odd to buy a cordless DeWalt roofing nail gun. And the difference of that and a hammer, the difference of that and not having to have that compressor and that hose that's draped all the way up there, is worth every penny that we paid. And see, herein lies the problem with the Cowboys. The Cowboys look and say, well, you know, we paid primo money for CeeDee Lamb, so CeeDee Lamb is going to have to get us more receptions and more yards. How stupid is that? How freaking stupid is that? That you honestly believe that you're going to go through and you're going to have one offensive weapon, okay, and think that you're going to win something. Or maybe you didn't think you're going to win something. That you just wanted to bullshit us to make us think that we were going to win something, to make sure that you still get paid. I don't know. You know, at this point, craziest thing I heard, you know, because it's always off-season stuff, is that the Cowboys might be selling the team. And what a team would do if they're going to sell it is they try and get every penny that they can and save every bit before they can to maximize their sale. Now, I'm not going to say that the Cowboys are selling because I don't know. But the way that they're doing this team and everything else, the way they're selling us a bunch of bullshit and things, damn. Feels like they're basically scrapping the team so they could sell the mother humper. Wow. Just blows my mind. We'll sit here and we'll talk about how great Lamar is and how much Dak is trash. And he literally has weapons galore. You know, they have so many weapons that half of them are going to be on the bench just waiting to get their chance. But, you know, we got Ryan Fauntleroy, though. He's got some Dez Bryant in him. You know, I can't wait to see Ryan Fauntleroy, you know, when he gets his first catch.